Developing staff is an essential part of our role. I think it's essential to what we do as nurses and as a workforce moving forward, because we're not getting any younger, and you've got to develop people into these roles so that when you do move on, there's someone to step up that's got all the skills to take on these jobs and to move forward in the roles and continue the good practice.
I think there are lots of different ways that you can develop individuals or a team, and we've sought to use resources that are in the hospital, in the operational development and learning team. They've been extremely helpful in tailoring some of the courses they have to suit our team of Band 6 nurses, but also fitting them into other courses that are ongoing. The Emerging Leader Programme, for example. But it's obviously not just about that, it's also about how we support people here on the shop floor in our emergency department. It's very important that the Band 6 nurse who might be in charge on a night shift, they know that behind them is support for the role and the decisions they're having to make. It has a very direct impact on patient care.
For individual members of staff, I take them along to meetings that I go into the wider trust so that they're aware of the staffing issues throughout the organisation. I get them involved in the sisters meetings, and I guess it's just about keeping them involved in everything that's going on so that nothing comes as a surprise to them, that they're aware of what's going on in the wider trust and in the department.
Healthcare teams are groups of people. They're people from diverse backgrounds, diverse training sometimes. So because of that mix, a group of people don't necessarily have a common aim, they don't necessarily have a common goal. So you tend to find where teams are not fused together or brought together. How that impacts on the patient experience is people are delivering their own take on care, which sometimes might be excellent and sometimes might be very poor. So I believe that it's important to fuse teams together with particularly important cultural values, because then I think then what the patient gets is consistency. And if the trust or the healthcare provider is saying, this is what we're about, this is what we should be doing, this is what the government tell us to do as well, so patients expect it, then I think it becomes a very much a customer satisfaction. And I think that if patients expect it, and we deliver it consistently, then the experience is much likely to be better. So that's, I think, why it's important to really develop teams. When it came to the team, it was a good team. It had real strengths to it. But I guess there were some gaps there as well. And my focus on the team and those gaps, but also those strengths, led me to develop an operational policy. It enabled a culture to be cascaded down. So it wasn't just about operations.
On a daily basis, I look for talent within my workforce, try to spot those emerging leaders, those people who are already demonstrating that they have an excitement about leadership. I actually believe that everybody has the ability to be a good leader. Some people do it naturally, some people just need a little bit more support and development, but it's about finding those people, grabbing the opportunity when it arises, and really inspiring and instilling an enthusiasm for leadership within the wider workforce. I try hard every day to model leadership behaviours and qualities to actually grow and develop the capability of leadership within my workforce, and so that they can then spread that out to their colleagues within their teams and within the multidisciplinary team, and actually to share that with their patients, because it's about empowering my staff to empower their patients to manage their long-term conditions, their health problems, the best that they can. Sometimes it's not easy, but I try to do that all of the time, and therefore that has that impact on the patients, so that their experience at the end of the day, which is what we're here for, it has to be better, because that's what we hold at the heart of everything that we do.